Let's continue our team coverage now with NBC 10's Jericho Tran. She's live in Boston, where, as we told you, the O'Neill Tunnel flooded tonight. Jericho, what's the latest on the roads down there?
Well, right now it's still raining and we are still experiencing some heavy flooding along the roads. I want to take you, though, inside of the O'Neill Tunnel right there. That right there is going from Congress Street to Interstate 93. You can see that severe flooding. Cars are going all the way to the outer lane to try and avoid all of that flooding right there. And that's really what we've seen. The storm has had a very severe impact throughout the state, not just here in Boston. About 20 miles from where I'm standing in Brockton, about 2,000 people were without power.
It kind of blinked and then went off.
Lights out at this Walgreens during Shrimoy Mukherjee's trip to pick up her mother's medication.
I was buying some medicines, which, the server went down. I couldn't even buy that.
The outage followed her home just blocks away, where her mother and daughter waited in the dark around 7 p.m.
This has never happened with us, so whatever candles we have, I've put that on.
Over 2,000 neighbors here in Brockton experienced power outages tonight after the 40 to 60 mile per hour winds and rain, with National Grid issuing a warning earlier about the storm's impact.
Any limbs of trees that have been weakened or damaged recently, this is the first time really that they've had an opportunity to be blown down. So we're expecting significant damage.
Minutes away in Rockland, crews worked to clean up limbs tumbled onto power lines.
We just got called in probably about an hour and a half ago, and we had crews on standby. Probably about 10 to 12 situations so far.
Over in Boston, MBTA commuter rail trains running to South Station were delayed after a downed catenary wire in Back Bay, along with a disabled Amtrak train, leaving some very frustrated commuters.
It's late, I'm tired, I want to go home, and unfortunately I missed my first train, and now I come to hear that my second train is delayed, so it's just terrible.
In Scituate, neighbors braced themselves against the extreme weather, hoping their preparations will hold up against the storm.
We have sandbags we put out at our doors, and we just hope for the best.
So there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. National Grid and other crews are working to try and get the power back up. Like you just heard, there's about 12,000 people still without power. As for the tunnels, Mass DOT says that they are sending in crews to try and pump all of that water that you just saw out of those tunnels. Once again, a lot of work that still needs to be done. In Boston, Jericho Tran, NBC 10 Boston.
From Brockton to Boston, Jericho, thank you. You can get weather updates even if you're not by your TV. Scan the QR code on your screen to download our NBC 10 Boston app. You'll have access to our live radar, and you can set it up to get severe weather alerts for where you live.